Okay, so we're going to look at the equation editor just like we've talked about before. There's going to be a way that we can digitally send back things using this program that's within your Microsoft Word. So I've opened up a Word document here. It just says using equation editor at the top, so I can kind of show you where those things are at. And that's what we're going to kind of be looking at. So if you want to use the equation editor, you are going to go up to your bar where it says Insert, click on Insert, and when you click on Insert, it's going to open up a bar that's going to give you a lot of different options. Way over to the right is the option of equation, and so I click on equation off of that ribbon, and then I have a type equation here. Within that type equation here, I can type anything that I might want to type as I want to work a problem. For example, let's just say I have a fractional equation, and my fractional equation starts out with a fraction. So I go up and I click on fraction, find the type of fraction I want. I like the box over box fraction, and maybe we have the fraction 1/2 times, and we want to make sure everyone knows it's multiplication. So in that case, we're going to try to find a multiplication symbol, and we like to use the multiplication dot. So we just go up to where it says symbols, and we click on basic math, and we try to find the multiplication dot, which is right there, and we click on that, and that gives us a multiplication symbol, and maybe it's 1/2 times x minus 2 is equal to 5. All those values are just put in by typing the numbers directly in. To make it simple, if you're going to change this equation and work through it and show steps, you can actually click on the 3 dots off to the side, and then either go to your home and copy and hit enter and then paste. And if you do that, you'll have what should be the same exact equation underneath. In this case, it didn't quite work right. We'll delete that. We'll go and copy and paste that again. So I'm going to copy, I'm going to hit enter and hit paste, and there it is. And maybe the first step I'm going to take is add 2 to both sides. Well, if I add 2 to both sides, which I might be doing on a piece of scratch paper instead to show the work, I would be adding 2. I'd have 1/2 times x is equal to 7. Once again, you can copy, paste, and now what we're going to do is we're going to multiply both sides times 2. Now if I multiply both sides times 2, the 1/2 would cancel out. I'd get 1/2 x is equal to 14, and that would be the answer for this problem. And it just shows the real basic global steps. Some of the work you might want to be showing off to the side as you do that on a sheet of scratch paper, but to make things plain and simple and quick and easy, we're just going to show the global steps that are involved. Some of the upper division courses, of course, are going to have things that are a little bit more difficult to possibly do. So if we go back to our Insert button and we go over to our equation, and we get this type equation here, for some of the students in calculus, in analysis, and advanced algebra, and also even for some of you, sometimes in survey of math and geometry, you're going to be using these buttons up here, like a script button that allows you to put x squared. And so you just find things that are raised to a power, and there's an x squared value by using that script button. Okay, the next thing that we do is possibly, maybe we have to do something where we are looking to insert, and in our equation maybe we're looking for a radical, and if we're looking for a radical, we have a radical, and there's the square root, there's a cube root, there's all kinds of different roots that you can do, and all you have to do is, if you're looking at a different type of root value, is if you see a square root, just type it in and click on the box and put the number in that you want to put in. And so we look at different things like that to help us. Some of the upper division, of course, you're going to see some other things. Calculus, you are going to note that as you do this, you're going to see things that are integrals. That's what we've been speaking about recently. And there's your integration symbol. Basically, you'll be either using this integration symbol, which is an indefinite integral, or the integration symbol that is a definite integral that has boundaries on both sides. Easy to fill in. Click on the box, put the numbers in, and work it as you go. So that's a real quick overview of how Equation Editor works. It's something that if in the next few days before you start to get assignments pushed out to you, if you would look at it and open a Word document and kind of mess around with it, make an equation, see how you can change it, see how you can work with it, and you can work with the problems and see how exactly that's going to help you move forward as you look for things mathematically here in the next 5 to 7 weeks, whatever the number of assignments that we end up getting, depending on if you're in a senior level in school or if you are an underclassman. So we're looking for just a way to digitally get things back and forth. Of course, you have the option of printing it off, writing on it, taking a picture with your phone and sending it back. But this option right here would make it plain, it'd make it simple. It'd also make it very legible for those of you that have some legibility issues. So from that standpoint, I'm going to sign off for now. I look forward to getting with you next week, sending out some information, some videos on the different subjects that you are taking, and hopefully we can make this work the best that we can. So until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and have a blessed day.